In one of my first conversations with John Krasinski, he mentioned to me that one of his missions with this franchise was to expand the potential for what thriller can do and how it can lend itself to other textures and tones. And I think what is in line with the last two A Quiet Places that we saw is that this film is very character driven. So yes, there are creatures and yes, there are scares, but the investment is really in the characters. What is so brilliant about this concept of A Quiet Place is that an audience is really forced to survive their own thoughts as they're watching these movies because it's quiet, so you have a lot of time to hear yourself. And I think that's what makes them so intriguing and so popular. I think fans are going to be excited to meet a whole new host of characters in a world that they're familiar with. I think that they're going to be enthralled by the love letter that this film is to New York City, a city that means a lot to the people who live in it, but also, I think, to the world. New York has a personality unto itself, and I think it's a reference point that a lot of people understand. I am really excited to join the Quiet Place franchise and universe. I really enjoyed the first films. I thought they were innovative and fresh and exhilarating. And now we get to tell a whole new story with Day One. So in A Quiet Place Day One, we have gone back to the beginning of what happened before the aliens invaded the Earth. And we meet Samira, who is on a day trip to New York when they arrive. And she obviously has to adjust to this new world and figure out a way to survive. And on the way, she meets Eric, a perfect stranger, who she has to figure out how to survive with. I think the fans of this franchise will be most excited to see it on a new scale. We're no longer on a small remote farm in the middle of nowhere. We are in busy New York City, bustling. So you can imagine the scope and scale of what that means when this invasion happens. Day one of the invasion in New York City comes with chaos and pandemonium. Nobody knows the new rules of the world, and everybody has to learn them. And we take you on the journey of how that happens.